people. Joel Benjamin 528 aka Big Money Benjamin. We got the Big Money Benjamins team. You know how we do. You see the red and the blue. Y'all know what time it is. Holla at me. Holla at my man over here, Hank Rising Sun. How the audio? How the audio? I know y'all see me with that Yeti. How's the audio, people? How's the audio? Let me know. 18 Lucky Nerd, my moderator. How's the audio? Salute to the international audience. Salute to the domestic audience. Salute to the cosmic audience. Salute to the interdimensional audience. Oh yeah, I'm A-okay. It said we A-okay. We got a treat to you tonight. I got helping me co-host tonight. And really, I'm just gonna let him host. I'm gonna let my man hold it down. Okay? Hank Rising Sun. Salute the people, Hank.
Salutations to all the family, known and unknown.
No, that's the Yeti. You ain't gotta get close to it.
Oh, I don't have to get close? All right. Salutations to all the listening audience now and in the future records. If you don't have a pistol, you better have a crystal. And times are getting really uptight because they're going to put the 5G on your DNA to burn it up before the sunlight. Unless you start to protect yourself, shield yourself, you're going to be facing the electronic Roman army with a brown paper bag known as your cell phone. And you're going to burn.
And it's going to mess up your sexual functions.
You're going to have a set of balls and titties at the same time.
Facts, gang. So,
while your hair's on fire, whether it's straight or nappy, they're going to exmutate you into oblivion.
And we serious. You see us laughing, but we serious.
You see? Do I look like I'm laughing? You're getting ready. If you don't become a mutant, you're going to be burned up, like beamed up on a starship into nowhere.
It's the Yeti. You ain't even got to do all that. It's the Yeti.
He got some technology I don't know about. It looks like a big phallic symbol to me.
Yo, we got a treat for y'all tonight. And RAS and Lester Lovin'. Y'all see the title, May 11, 2019. Don't miss it. The truth about 5G. Let me just put the link, the pay-per-view live stream link in the chat right now. And for people that want to come in person, 1396 Fulton Street. Let's say, Lester Lovin', you there?
I'm here.
Say hello to the people real quick.
Hello, people.
All right. RAS Ben, are you there?
What's up?
Say hello to the people real quick.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, say hello to the people.
What's up?
All right.
Respect and honor.
All right. Now let me tell y'all asses something. Y'all know the rules. I'm here with only upbeat people. So once you come in, hit the damn like button, damn it. I don't want to hear that I be in my bag because of the like button. I already told y'all asses what the like button do. You know YouTube be shadow banning us. It's sending notification out to other people so they know. Make sure y'all comment. We're about to give y'all a great show. I put the link up at the Eventbrite link. Get the 5G dangers. Know about the 5G dangers, okay? The name of it is The Truth About 5G. RAS Ben and Lester Lovin'. They're going to tear the place down. These two men do not play. And in the building, we're going to have Hank Rising Sun too. It's going to be a wrap.
I'm bringing the shielding weapons.
Yo, I just told you it's the Yeti. You don't got to get closer to the Yeti.
Oh, okay, shielding weapons. I'm bringing the shields and the spears so that you can deal with this electronic without fear. Lester.
Hold on. Salute to Mama Cafunia because she will be in the building as well, and she will be bringing them sound bowls. Let's go on with the show. Nah. Let's go.
Okay, Lester, should we be concerned about 5G?
Yes.
Why?
Well, as I said earlier on a previous show, the real question is, how come we haven't been concerned about 1 through 4G?
Mm.
So what I mean by that is, now we're alarmed because we've allowed people to put these various technologies in our homes that are slowly breaking us down. And now the 5G version is the one that not only will speed up that process, but is a global type of technology. So it's time for us to pay attention and learn what we can do about it.
Will this affect bees and crops and trees?
As I said before, 1 through 4G, I mean, the first thing that we found out, the very first thing we found out when they did the testing on the original 1G technology was that when they turned it on, the first thing that we could measure its effect was on the corn.
Wow.
As soon as they turned it on, I'm not talking about a long-term saturation of multiple years or months. I'm talking that day, that hour. So,
damn, that fast.
Yeah. And it's not a matter of that fast. It's not just a matter of that fast. That's a matter of it being in the late 70s. So this is not a new technology. And we've had...
Hold on, I'm sorry. I can't just let you keep going. Did you say that's in the late 70s?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That's how long they had this technology that people thinking is all, they going hee-haw about thinking it's new.
Okay, and the very next thing coming out of my mouth is, if we didn't hear about this in the late 70s, and it's highly probable that we didn't hear about it because it wasn't publicized. But in 1988, they had the landmark breakthrough 4-page article in the New York Times on electromagnetic frequencies and electromagnetic fields.
That's true.
So
that is true.
So, right. So therefore, that which people have been speculating about, people talk about old wives' tale, or they wouldn't put this technology out if it harmed us. All that came to rest with that particular article. And so it's from that particular time onward, and just remember that's been 30 years, that we've been collecting slowly data and also things that we can do to shield ourselves, as Hank has said, and also to build up our own immune system. That's important too, for having the stuff. And see, once again, if it was just on our phones or just in our homes, that would be one thing. But this stuff also includes the street lights.
What about the street lights?
Well, if you notice, they're replacing all the regular bulbs with the LED bulbs. I mean, not all at once, but in certain neighborhoods or along the highway, you'll start to notice that they got those little tiny lights up there. And the purpose for that is, it's just like anything. If you've got a shadow, okay, then the shadow is indicating that something's coming between the ground and the light source. And with 5G, they will be able to use that to track you wherever you go.
Wow. Ross Ben, your take.
Yo. What's up?
I said, build on what Lester just said.
Well, yeah, I mean, that is real talk, that 5G is just an extension of this current technology. It's already been a problem. And, we've had to prepare ourselves for it. But, now that we've taken it to a next level, we got to be aware of what that next level is and rise up to it,
So what will you be covering on Saturday? that people can walk away with feeling empowered?
Well, I'm coming with what I hope is the inexpensive, super safe and effective shield for the 5G, and that's the Feldspar family, Feldspar crystal family, you know? And I'm advocating the Feldspar family because right now it's like the buzzword of the mineral kingdom is shungite, or, you know, EMF protection. And shungite is definitely a powerful EMF shield. Me personally, I like to use shungite on devices more than my body, though. You know, have it in my environment or have it on my cell phone, have it on computer, between me and my electronics, more so than wearing it. Because it's a superconductor, you know, it's not partial. It's going to superconduct whatever energies are around you, you know? So if you're in a volatile environment or just an unpredictable environment where there's a lot of different energies jumping off, shungite can be a volatile crystal to wear. That's been my personal experience. Others might have a different relationship to shungite. But feldspars, which is the carbon silicate family, seems like they're great energy filters that assimilate well with the body's energy, and they're great everyday stones. So I'm going to be building on that. And yeah, of course, I'll have them available for the people, you know?
That's excellent. I've heard that cactus, certain plants, block cell phone transmissions. I know, Lester, you spoke a lot about pine trees in the past. How can pine, and what I'm really tuning into lately, besides pine, is acacia. The acacia tree that, you know, grows so abundantly in northern Africa and throughout the world. Lester, could you touch on some of the benefits of pine and pine resin, please?
Certainly. Well, see, once again, we have two different aspects. One is blocking or filtering the incoming signals of these technologies. The other thing is building up our own shielding and immune system in the body. And one of the best things for surrounding our physical bodies is negative ions. The pine tree is number one as far as generation of negative ions, as far as trees are concerned. That's one of the reasons why we get Christmas trees at Christmas time, because there's a lack of negative ions, because there's a lack of leaves. And the general rule of thumb here is that the thinner the leaf, the higher the negative ion count. So you want to get your spider plant, your asparagus fern, you know, any of your, you know, these plants are things that you can have in your environment, and that will help for us to build up our strength, because the various things that will be recommended over the weekend are things that will be good for when we're in our environments. However, we have to come out of our homes and walk in the real world, as they call it, and therefore there are other things that we need to supplement that. But the plants will greatly help.
Joel, you got any questions?
What's going on when people say, "Oh, this is all hype. Y'all do this all the damn time. What you guys say about that?
Well, I think I don't know. I'm one that I consider myself observant, and I would say these last 3 to 4 months, and maybe y'all can I say this, because it's been about the last 3 or 4 months they've been actively rolling out this 5G, testing it in different urban environments, and I've just observed an increase in agitated, distracted, and I would even say bizarre behavior in people.
That's
where people seem very distracted and not present, and easily agitated, and particularly like drivers now. It seems like the last 3 to 4 months, distracted, agitated driving is just, I don't know, something I've been observing a lot more. Say what?
That brings up a good point about all the insanity on the New York City subway system and metal cars, people acting out, buses. Is there a connection with the metal that people are surrounded with and the amplification of this electronic radiation?
Well, that's the point that I'm making. That I think being in an environment with these increased radiations, it's impacting people's behavior, and it's impacting, their capacity to be cool and calm and not in an agitated state. And, proof is in pudding. You say, what do you say to ones that say, well, this is some fuckery? I mean, are you observing what's going on in society right now? And the question is, are you going to be caught up in that unconsciously, or you're going to come armed and ready, So that's what I would say.
I was before I came over here, I was thinking about acacia. I put a little bit of acacia inside the cell phone shield, along with shungite being the main ingredient. Lester, you said something to me that always rang in my memory. High frequency has dominion over low frequency. Could you touch on that, please?
Well, since day one, that's a scientific principle. If you have, the example they always give, if you have 2 glasses of water on a table that are 4 or 5 inches from each other, and one is hot water and the other is cold water, okay, the one that has more energy, the cold water, will literally send atoms over to the warm water, which will eventually lower the temperature. It'll make it more organized. There's a very good YouTube video of a man who has a series of metronomes. He has like 12 metronomes sitting on a platform, and he starts the metronomes off, and they're all ticking at different rates. But after about half a minute, at least 6 of the 12 metronomes are all going back and forth at the same rate. So what that says to us is that higher frequency, if we encounter something that's negative, instead of getting emotionally involved and lowering our frequency, that it's a time to take a step back, breathe deeply and slowly, and be the sensible one in the group.
That's very well said. Thank you. Oftentimes I think of what you said, Rasaben, the difference between a rock and a crystal. And often I think of our community being more like in a state of a rock versus a crystal. What's the benefits? First, could you touch upon the difference between a rock and a crystal and the benefit of having a crystal on your person, wearing it on your neck or in your pocket? What's the difference between a rock and a crystal? And Lester, you can follow up behind that.
Well, all rocks, no, all crystals are rocks, but not all rocks are crystals. Crystals are stones that have an organized molecular structure. So in other words, there's an order, pattern, systemic structure to crystals, where rocks, they're what they would call amorphous in terms of their molecular structures, just random, you know? So it's the difference between ice and a snowflake. Ice is amorphous water. It's just the water molecules are kind of randomly frozen in place. And so that ice could take on the structure or whatever vessel it's in, versus a snowflake, which is crystallized water. And when you visualize a snowflake, you see that there's symmetry, order, you know, balance. What you see on one side is balanced on the other. So that is, you know, that molecular structure is what makes a crystal a crystal. And why that's relevant is because organized molecular structure gives crystals energy potential, or the ability to do some work. That's what energy potential is. Like, they could do some work. They can do something. And, yeah, that's the foundation of our spiritual technology, you know, working with crystals and sacred stones that have energy potential or the ability to do some work with us, you know?
Yes. So, Lester, thank you for that, Ross. Lester, would we be more energized if our atoms was aligned like crystals as compared to being like a random rock?
Okay, but just restate the question.
Again, you know, when you look at, sometimes you look at blood and you see the blood is coagulated, clumped up. And then when you drink alkaline water or you take in vitamin C, you see that the surface area of the blood cells have space in between them so that they can move. Is there benefits in our blood being organized from having crystals on our person?
Well, you see, that's the difference. Well, okay, that's the difference between being healthy and being connected to the cosmos. This is what I'm trying to say. Most of the literature that talks about crystals, and particularly when it comes to health, talk in terms of the body being realigned so that energy transfer and communication within the body is working properly. If, however, that is the case, if things are aligned, then there will be communication from within the body to the various realms that surround the body, such as the solar system, the galaxy, and the universe. So it's not just a matter of the crystals being able to, when you have crystals and you're carrying them around, they are trying to, they're not trying to do anything. They're in resonance with various minerals in the body. We have all of the crystals in the body that we have outside the body. And because the crystals themselves have an orderly pattern, then the crystals or the blood inside of us, if properly connected, will have no choice but to go into that orderly pattern. And then miracles happen.
Wow.
If I could even add on to that, I would say that we are human crystals.
Okay. Say it again.
We are human crystals. We have a organized molecular structure, that has the potential to do work. And when we are healthy, our molecular structures align. And to the degree that our molecular structure becomes malaligned, we get malignancy, tumors, improper growth, things of that nature. But yeah, that's because whatever energy manifestation is happening in that area, it's not aligned. So working with the crystals is a big part of that energy realignment, getting the human crystal reattuned, and if it's hard for ones to visualize us being a human crystal,
Joel, I think you got
we
questions.
know you got the what they called back in the day the liquid crystals. Remember the liquid quartz displays?
LCDs, yeah.
Yeah, so crystals don't have to be solid. You can have liquid crystals. You can have a gaseous crystal. That's what plasma is. The difference between regular air and plasma is that plasma has an organized molecular. It's a gas that has an organized molecular structure and has the potential to do something.
Yeah,
so
that's interesting.
We should expand our understanding of what is a crystal to encompass liquids and gases as well carbon-based living organisms,
Yeah. Lester, I have a question. They say blood cells, red blood cells, have iron. Was it hemoglobin? Do the iron in the blood cells, are they a crystalline structure?
Okay. The iron, hemoglobin, hemo is the Latin root for iron, such as hematite. And what we have to do is go to our field guide, and next to every crystal, they will have the atomic structure. So if we look at a medical book, under hemoglobin, we find that it is a 51-degree pyramid shape.
Wow.
The same angle as the Great Pyramid. So we've been working with pyramid power since day one.
Say that again, Lester, please.
Well, I mean, we've been working with pyramid power and crystal power since day one. And for those people who, to go back to what you said before, those people who say this is just hype, this is just another alarm, whatever. Okay, well, once again, I would say operate for a week in the conditions that you're living in, and then operate for a week without your Wi-Fi and without all that stuff, and see what the difference is.
Wow.
And as Brother Ross said, it was Cervantes, the man who wrote Don Quixote, who said the proof of the pudding is in the eating. It's not in the opinion. Okay? If my spoon goes into that pudding and it's all lumpy and everything, that's something different. But I got to put my spoon in the pudding to find that out, not have my opinion sitting across the table from someone.
Wow.
Let me say this.
Harsh, but
Matter of fact, go ahead, Lester. Go ahead.
I was just going to say harsh but true.
Now let me say this, because me and Brother Divine gonna do a next live stream right after this, people. So get ready for it. You see, I have Ross Ben, Lester Lovin, and Hank Risingson up on here. First off, if you haven't hit the like button, hit the damn like button. That's number one. Number two, get the Eventbrite link. I'm putting it in the chat, and it will be in the comment section, pinned in the comment section. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that now because I know y'all lazy 5G'd out asses is gonna say that I ain't put it up there. Y'all can't find it, y'all can't get it. What Rosben and Lester Lovin is saying is true, along with Hank Risingson. A lot of y'all with the road rage, with the stuff that's going on in the train, y'all bugging out. One of the things that I found super duper expensive is to have platinum on you. Me and Brother Divine is going to go into that. If y'all don't know, a lot of expensive watches have little wirings of platinum in it. Some of the best alkaline ionized water machines.
Alkaline machines are platinum coated metal.
Platinum coated metal.
Titanium. Platinum coated titanium.
Yes, it's titanium with platinum coated over it. All right. The next thing, okay, you find platinum in certain areas in the laptop. See, this is stuff they don't teach people in the computers. That platinum is a very powerful thing. I've noticed within the last, I say, about 5 to 4 years, they've been going hard and pulling away platinum from the people. If you notice, you don't even hear rappers talk about the platinum no more or show it like that no more in the songs. I've been doing research, and that's all by design, because come to find out with the frequency that's been bombarded, and this is before they unleashed the 5G, like Lester and Ross Ben said, they had it long time ago. But before they fully released it on a full swing, I noticed they've been going on in the MTA, certain parts of the electrical system, and being that I know people that work in the MTA, they say the two main things that they were taking out was the gold and the platinum within the circuits, and switching it over to a new system where they want to push the fiber optic. But some of the systems, they still need copper. If they didn't need it, they would have yanked the copper out too. All right. So it's certain things y'all need to learn when coming for these with these 5G. They're switching over the system for a reason. They wanted Metro PCS, Sprint. What's the next one? Metro PCS, Sprint. Well, I'm saying the ones here in New York. AT&T, Verizon. They was doing a big thing where they wanted you to bring in your old cell phones. They were going hard on that. They want the platinum. And that's why when me and Brother Divine do what we do, pushing the platinum. Next thing, they're doing an attack on certain plants like Hank was just saying. Like you see this piece right here, this piece have the acacia wood in it. They're doing their best to downplay the acacia wood and pushing it to the side. They're doing their best to do that. The next thing, if you really want to get technical, the Palo Santo. The Palo Santo raises their vibration and they're doing their best to keep away the vibes and the energy with Palo Santo. This is all orchestrated by design. They were ushering in this for the longest, and like what Ross Ben said and Lester Lovin just said, y'all been allowing them to get away with it for the longest since 1G. And each time they kicking up the ante, you know it's gonna be faster. Y'all don't want this. That's how they try to get y'all. But me and Brother Divine is gonna talk on that and go deep into that, because we don't only just have the gold just to wear it so it look good and it and you know it feel good. Amber is a next thing too. That's, haven't you noticed over the last, I would say 10 years, the price of amber skyrocketed? Let me show them better. See, he has amber in this as well. Now let me show you. Now the best one I like to deal with is the honey amber. But this is one of the pieces that Hank makes that has the amber in it.
24 karat gold too.
And yeah, and 24 karat gold in it. The flakes. This is the honey amber. They're doing their best, and that's why the stuff got so expensive. They're doing their best to keep it out. So Lester Lovin and Hank Risenson and Ross Ben, they know what they're talking about, people. I'm gonna put the link in the description again. Okay? Get the link, press it, and get your tickets for the Eventbrite. Let them talk.
I see a parallel, and Lester and Ross, you tell me if this rings a bell. In the Edgar Cayce records, they said that the crystals were turned up too high, which caused a melting of the foundation of Atlantis. And with the 5G electronics being turned up too high, I think we're going to see a possibility of catastrophic upheavals, because I believe that this 5G is going to turn up and affect the natural order of nature.
Haven't you seen the wilding out that's been going on in Manhattan? Just focus on Manhattan alone. Haven't you seen the news reports and everything that's been happening in Manhattan alone? What does Manhattan have a big pocket of?
Crystals.
Quartz crystals underneath it. Everybody that's into crystals know that. A big pocket, that island, underneath it full of quartz crystals. Haven't people been paying attention? How, like Ross Ben said, he noticed the difference in people. And they've been wilding out over there in Manhattan.
So is there a possibility that 5G may affect the crystals, which in turn may affect and have earthquakes where there weren't many before?
You said earthquakes?
Yes.
Now, I don't know its impact on seismic activity. I do know that it will impact all biological entities, though. So not just humans, but it is going to impact all plant life, insect life, and mammal life, you know? So they already announced this week there's like, what they say, like there's 1 million species. There's an astronomical number of extinct species and ones in danger of disappearing. Yeah, 5G is going to add to that quantumly, you know. It may impact bird migration and insect migration, circadian rhythms of animals. I would definitely anticipate those things. Seismic activity, time will tell, but I do know some of the spectrums that they will be broadcasting on are spectrums that the military has created weaponry how that thing will play out, you know?
Well, we're going to look forward to seeing Lester and Rosben, and I'll have various devices that I haven't even spoke of that a couple here was experiencing, and that is dealing
Yeah,
with magnetizing the blood.
Yeah, I'm in the lab crafting as we speak too. Hey, and Joel, I did want to build on what you were talking about because in terms of scarcity of stones and that, you know, trajectory of stones getting harder to get, because that is another reason I'm advocating look beyond shungite.
Mm-hmm.
Because shungite is a, you know, it's a pretty rare stone, and it's hot. And so, right, I will say, if you're going to invest in it, now is the time. Because this time next year, what you were just talking about as far as the honey amber and other different specimens, yeah, you might be saying the same thing about the shungite, you know?
Let me tell you something, Ross. Let me tell you something. It's gonna have a time. People, they're gonna look back at this show where all four of us is on this show, and they're gonna come to either me, you, Hank, or Lester, and they're gonna say, "Yo, could I get some amber?" All right, and they're gonna say I'm wicked, but it is gonna be what it is, and I'm gonna sell them one bead. One bead. When they hear the price, they better not cry. I'm telling them get they platinum now. And they gold, but definitely they're platinum now, because I know with the frequency and the stuff that's going on, because I've been paying attention and how the price of the platinum been raising wholesale, and then how you have to sell it back retail, and how it's still going up every month. And it's going to have a time when I say, oh, you want that ounce of platinum? It's going to cost this much. And they're going to cry, because then they're going to learn they need it with people like Lester Lovin, Ross Ben, and Hank that put together certain devices. Okay, they're going to be coming running to me and Brother Divine to get the certain items to use the devices. And salute to Brother Divine. We're going to say, no, you got to do better than that. And it's nothing with no hate. It's nothing with no hate. It's just the fact of what it is, because we're telling people get on board now, learn this now. That's why we're selling this stuff for a reasonable price. They're going to try to come to Ross Ben and get field spa, and it's going to be like, no, we ain't got nothing left for you, because we're going to need to keep for ourselves. And that's a fact.
Yes,
You
yeah,
know?
man, I'm looking forward. I haven't been up to, Manhattan and Upper Lenapehoking, what they want to call New York. I haven't been up there since like July.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to reconnecting with ones up there and feeling y'all spirit and y'all pulse and sharing some healing, you know?
Thank you very much, sir. And salute to you. And definitely salute to Lester Lovin, because when he come through with them pyramids, all right, this is a man that will show you how to preserve your food with a pyramid and know the exact crystals to crush up, what to put on it, and everything. This is factual, people. I've been to Lester's house before. I've seen what the man done and capable of. Just like how you see when we did that live stream, you took a look. He just, when Hank Risingson just gave you a piece of what the house, the lab. I'm not even, these two, I don't even call their houses a house. It's a lab. When they're working in the lab. Okay? That's why Ross Ben, when he go on certain trips to take, you know what he doing. Michael, who's that? Dalton, salute to you for that super chat support. Anything else you guys want to say in closing?
See you Saturday.
Facts.
Yes, I.
Oh,
Looking forward.
they want to leave their contact number, info.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ross, your contact info.
Rasben.com. RASBEN.com. One stop shop.
Lester.
You can reach me at 215-609-6586.
Okay, Hank.
Orgone, www.orgone, ORGONE, the number 4, YOU.com.
And y'all already know Joel Benjamin 528 on everything. You already know that. All right. Facts, gang, gang, gang. I put up the Eventbrite link in the comment section. I pinned it there, and it's in this chat. So get your Eventbrite tickets. If y'all and trust me, they didn't even go deep into how it affects your damn sex drive.
Testosterone.
How you feeling like a numbness in your private parts. Remember when the 4G was coming out and it had it was the 3G, and a lot of people was feeling that and was talking about it with the numbness. Well, a lot of men was talking about with the numbness there, and then when they kicked it up with the 4G, I only heard a little bit of people complain with the 4G. I don't know if they fixed the system up better or it's being that the rest of people got used to it and knew how to deal with it. But with this 5G, boy, woo, so much people I had to help, but me and Brother Divine, because people thought we was joking. We was like, get the platinum bar, put it in your pocket, okay? It's the closest. Nisi Davis, salute to you for that super chat support. It's the closest thing next to your testicles when you have the platinum there. You know, only a few people listen, and a lot of y'all women are being affected with the ovaries with this 5G. This is a fact. And breast cancer. I'm hearing so much women, and like Ross Ben said, if you pay attention, within the last 4 months when they really kicked it off, you're seeing these surges, these spikes. What's that for, brother? You're seeing the surges and the spikes within women getting breast cancer, men having testicular cancer. 2 reasons: the fields on the outside they bombard with. 2, their phone is working as a superconductor. They keep the phone in their pocket. Eric Davis, salute to you on that super chat support. They keep the phone in their pocket, and I see some ladies put the phone in their bra. Not so, Hank?
It's true. And worst is oblivious mothers allowing their 1-year-old to play with the cell phones, calling up friends and family because it
have it on the lap.
On the lap. Let them sleeping while they're drinking their baby milk. They got the cell phone next to the baby. So if you what you don't know will kill you. Remember, Bill Gates said they want 80% reduction in world population. They didn't say a European population.
They said the world.
The world. They're speaking of Africa.
They own people too. They said everybody gets it.
Yeah. So they're looking for mass genocide. And 5G may be the invisible Frankenstein that hopefully will wake folks up to realize you are marked for termination.
Because it's mutating the body. It's actually mutating the cells.
Oh, we're not even talking about, maybe on Saturday we'll touch on the robots coming down the pipe that first will satisfy you sexually and then annihilate you by remote control.
All that got to do with the 5G
right now.
We ain't even get into that deep yet.
Because somebody else controls your TV. Imagine what that robot will do in the middle of the night. Wake up. Okay.
You already see what YouTube doing. People already come up here talking about they didn't even get the notification. So you already know what YouTube doing. So we ain't even gonna go there. Joel Benjamin 528, aka Big Money Benjamin. All right, people. Had my boy helping me here, the man, big brother, Hank Rising Sun. Want to give a big salute to the two veterans, the generals
The
on the
geniuses.
phone, the scientists that really do it. And yes, I'm calling them scientists. Ras Ben and Lester Lovin. Salute to y'all both. All right. If y'all like the information that y'all just got, let me see some ones up in there. Let me see some ones. Let me see some ones. Let me see some ones. You know, we don't got the clapping sound effects no more. So just throw up your ones
I'm going to
to
say
support
this.
them.
Lester has been my mentor, and on Saturday, listen in to the insights that he's going to share that will not only help protect you, but in many ways help regenerate you. I want to thank Ross Ben for being on. I want to thank Lester Lovin for being on. And I hope to see all of you live or in the
Oh, they're
Eventbrite
gonna be
stream.
they're gonna be up in there. They got their personal link. They're gonna be up in there. And hit the like button, damn it. Hit the like button. Y'all know y'all ain't hit the like button yet. Hit the damn like button.
Good night.
We out. Peace. Look out for that next live stream. Me and Brother Divine. We coming to a live stream near you.